Okay, so today's math lesson is about the surface area of prisms. Now, first off, let's talk about what a prism is, right? A prism is a three-dimensional figure. We identify a prism by its bases, okay? So a prism is a 3D figure. We identify it by its bases, right? So if my prism looks like this, that's the best I can do. It's not that great, but this is a base and this is a base. There's always two bases. I would say this is a triangular prism because the bases are prisms. If my prism looked like this, oh, yeah, see, I'm not a very good artist. If my prism looked like that, I would say it was a rectangular prism because my two bases are rectangles. I can have a hexagonal prism. You see that in your book there on the first page of the lesson. A prism has two bases that are polygons that are congruent. They're equal in size, okay? And everything else is called a face on that prism. Let me grab some actual shapes here. Okay, so here we have a rectangular prism. Guys, y'all see this? Rectangular prism, right? The ends, the two bases, they're actually squares, but we don't really say we have a square prism. So the two ends right here are the bases. Everything else is called a face, right? So we've got two bases, 1, 2, 3, 4 faces, right? So on this one, there are two bases, there are 4 faces, and then vertices are the corners, the little, right? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So 8 vertices, okay? Let's look at this triangular prism. Two bases, right? They're both triangles. So 2 bases. How many faces do we have on a triangular prism? 3. 3 faces. And how many vertices would we have? 6, because we have 3 here and we have 3 here. So 6 vertices. What about this one? It is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is an octagonal prism. The bases are octagons. How many bases do we have? Always 2 bases, no matter the prism. How many faces will we have? 8, because an octagon has 8 sides. And so then how many vertices will we have? 16. Good. So you're seeing the pattern there, right? So this is, if we have a rectangular prism, this is a triangular prism, and this is an octagonal prism. No matter the shape of the prism, there's always only 2 bases. But however many sides that base has, that's how many faces the prism will have. So a triangle has 3 sides, so there's 3 faces, right? An octagon has 8 sides, so there's 8 faces. And then you double the faces, and that's how many vertices you have. Okay? So let's do one that we don't have a actual shape for. What if we have a pentagonal prism? Okay, how many bases will we have? Two. How many faces? How many sides on a pentagon? Five. So that means how many vertices? 10, because we double that. Good. All right. Skill check A on the bottom of page 427 allows you to name a figure and tell how many faces, edges, and vertices. Now let's look at figure 2 on that, because that's going to be a little bit different. Our pattern's going to be a little bit different on that, right? That is a trapezoidal prism. Okay. How many faces on that? How many bases on the trapezoidal prism? Two. Let's see. I don't know. We'll have to erase something to get it in here. Let's put it right here. Okay. So a trapezoidal prism like this. How many bases? 2. Now look at that figure there. How many faces is it going to have?
4.
6, right? Well, 4, yeah. And then with the bases, it'll make 6. So how many vertices?
8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 vertices, yes. Okay. Now, in skill check A, they also label how many edges the piece has. I did not include that on the board a while ago. So edges means every straight line like this, right? So how many edges do you see on that trapezoid?
11.
1, 2, 3, 4 on the top, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the bottom, and then like 9, 10, 11, 12 going around the front. 12 edges. Okay? On this triangular prism, how many edges do you see? 1, 2, 3 here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 edges. On this octagonal prism, how many edges? 8 going around, right? And then 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23. Looks like 24 edges. What about this rectangular prism? How many edges? Well, we see 1, 2, 3, 4 on this end, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Look at this. If we add the faces and the vertices together, it'll tell us how many edges there are, right? 4 and 8 make 12. 4 and 8 make 12. 3 and 6 make 9. 8 and 16 make 24. You see that? Okay. So what's the surface area of a prism? It's taking the area of every face of that prism and the bases and adding all that together. How much surface does this piece cover, and this piece, 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 and then add all that together? So that's what the surface area of a prism is. Every surface, let's find the area of every surface, add that together, and we'll know the surface area of our prism. Okay? So, let's look at page, I've magnified this so I can't read the page number, 428. And let's look at the example where they find the surface area of a rectangle. Now, the surface area of a 3D shape is much easier to identify if you know how to draw the net for that 3D shape. You know what a net is for a shape? Like if you unfolded it all and laid it all flat, right? So for a triangular prism, we would have 1, 2, like 3 rectangles, and then there would be a triangle base here, and that would be like the net for a triangular prism. So when we draw the net, we can see that there are 3 rectangles and 2 triangles. So I need to find the area of 3 rectangular pieces and the area of 2 triangular pieces and add all that together.